on the table before we hit the big 2022. We've got to catch back up with Treasure X Monster Gold Mini Monsters. Hey everyone, this is Dan and you are watching Squirrel Stampede, and look at there, a full shelf box display of mini coffins to open. What will we uncover? There's 12 to collect and a lot of treasure, maybe even some gold dipped treasure. So let's start opening these up and uncover what is inside.
Squirrel Stampede! Please Squeak! Squirmint!
And a squirrel eye.
We have much to do, so let's just dive right in. There are 12 monsters to collect. We've got 12 caskets. I don't know how our luck will play out on that line, but we should find several interesting monsters. So to go through stages real quick, level 1, open our casket. Adventure 2, open our bag. 3, find out what is inside. 4, build our character. I already see something pretty interesting with this one though. Look at that. Whoa. We are gonna have a lot of spider slime by the end of this. A lot of spider stickiness. So right out of the casket, we found the transparent glow-in-the-dark goulash. That's a special find. Some of these characters will be on little bases, this being a ghost on a little bit of a ghosty base. Nice golden arms. And we found quite a wild one to start off with. That one is pretty nice. Look at the shininess. There's a little bit of sparkle in that transparency. And somewhere there should be a treasure. Was it in the web? Oh, it was. There it is. Almost impossible to clean off. It may be hard to see with all these egg sacs on it, but this is glow-in-the-dark Pop Goes the Evil, a skeleton skull, a skull on top of a little crate pedestal thing. Interesting. But for our first monster gold, pretty impressive character. Who knows what we'll find next? Oh, it's a jack-o'-lantern guy. Gold Jack is the character. Gold Jack. What does Gold Jack look like without a body? That's very odd. Let's get his body on though. Why am I thinking Aquaman with these green hand gloves and the orangeness to it? Gold Jack, probably one of my favorites of the Monster Gold series. I just like the balance of this figure, the color scheme, the golden overall pants, the green gloves, everything really pops with this one. And for treasure included, I believe it's a cursed candle. Yeah, that's a cursed candle with the egg sac on it. I'm pretty sure this is not the last we will see of Gold Jack. We may have found something shiny in this one. It's the Goldator. And we found rare gold dip treasure. Look at that! The gold dipped monster gold spider has been found in the 12 mini monsters. We have found one before. Was that in the Frankenstein lab? Something like that, we had found one. But this is our first golden find, which is pretty a rare thing. It's pretty rare to find these, pretty rare. This is such a cool one too. It's a little golden spider with an X, the treasure X mark on its abdomen, just like you would expect a spider. Pretty creepy. Only one golden character to find in this series, but there we go, our first, maybe our only today, we'll find out. Golden spider, that is so cool at this point. As for our mini monster, we've got the Goldator. What's the Goldator look like without a body? That's weird. And there's our Goldator. Mine has a little bit of a leg bend, so I don't think this one's going to stand very well. You can see how it's not flush with the table. Yet it is another very nice mini monster gold character. Those bull horns on his head have quite the reach. I would not mind seeing this one again today if we can find a better standing one. But there's plenty more in this box. I may have seen this one before in a TikTok or something. When did I open this character? This is Gold Snot. It's a really nice one. They're all nice. Instagram Reels was where I opened Gold Snot. That's right, now I'm remembering. And where is the other Gold Snot that I have? That's the question. Lost somewhere in the review, snotting about. This one is nice though, kind of has a green transparency to it, although you can't really peer inside. Much like a green blobby ooze. Nice solid heavy footprint for standing on. Matches up with the team of Mini Monsters really well. And then I think, just like the last time I opened this, I think that's Drax Dentures. It's a very odd piece. It doesn't really exactly match the picture. Almost looks like a chair, but I think that's Drax Dentures. Gold Snot is a good one to pick out. And for our next, another different mini monster. It's got a nice hat. What do we got in here? It's almost invisible to the eye. Is there even a mini monster inside? I see a pair of shorts and some shoes. This bag is basically empty. And there's our awesome fedora. So I believe what we have found, even though I can't completely confirm this because I can't really see it, I think we have found the Invisible Man. Or Invisibling, if you want to go technical in name, Invisibling. Unfortunately, all I can share with you is a hat, some shorts, and some shoes, with sunglasses too. Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties in showing Invisibling. You just can't see him at all. He's not there at all. I kind of think Moose Toys is taking advantage of us with this toy, not getting a full figure, just getting a hat, a pair of sunglasses, shorts, and shoes. But there you go with Invisibling. As for the treasure I found, I think this is the Bat Idol. Like Invisibling, almost really hard to see too. It's a bat with folded wings wearing sunglasses. On the back there's the bat wings. Really tiny with these. I wish they increased the size of these treasures just a little bit more. And that is the story of Invisibling. So we have uncovered something really quite creepy with this one. I believe it's right here on the box here. Tenta Gold. A nice reddish orange. This one may be the trophy piece scariest monster of the collection in my book. Which way does the tentacles go? We want the skirt in the back. Then the torso. Then the creepy head. Bah. Wow, what a character monster piece this one turned out to be. A little bit extra, I feel, with the wings on the back there. Feels like a larger scale monster than what we've been seeing today. Absolutely creepy though. And we've got our first taste of a red treasure. What is this? It's a mysterious brew cauldron full of exact spider stuff. This stuff is so sticky to get off. Maybe liquid warm water will reach that to be cleaned. This one is certainly a very creepy one to pull from the collection. Well, that's our halfway point. Pretty good today so far. Whoa, we may have pulled a new favorite. I'm sensing some underwater Ness to this one. I'm excited to see how deep this one gets. Sorry, Landry. Oh, catastrophe. And we have finally discovered the great Loch Ness, or what Monster Gold likes to call Goldie Loch. Look at this one. This may be my new favorite. A undersea monster character with a hat of bling, gold chain, yellow dive suit maybe, flippers. What fun this one is. A little tricky though getting its head down on its neck. I could only get it about halfway down. Look at just the smile on this one, very funny. And another blue treasure, was it this one? The treasures are getting all mixed up. This one, a little tricky to gauge at first. It is a hooked eyeball, so a fishing hook with an eyeball going through it. It's mostly just a giant sphere with another little sphere coming out of it. Awesome pull though, this is a very special monster to have in the collection. Think we have found our golden mini monster. And yeah, another red treasure. And have you seen the spider egg sac ball I've been working on? Oh my gosh. This is beyond a giant walnut of yuck. It gets really fun when there's more of it. When there's just a little bit of it, it gets so sticky, but the more you get, the better it works together. So this is our gold finish Bling Blink, probably more the official trophy piece of this collection. Even though Tenta Gold over there looked pretty horrific, this one being in gold finish is probably your harder one to find. Was it Dino Gold that I kept finding the gold finishes on the hunters, like 2 in a row? That was really weird. Bling Blink here, you know, almost hunter scale. This one feels a little bit larger. The full arm length feels like he's standing taller than the others, just by a hair though, or by a few horns. All in gold finish. Pretty fun detail. I like these little weaponized forearm covers. And a nice solid black eye looking right at you. Stands nice and centered. I also like that. And good reach again with those arms. And for treasure, another red. I believe this is the X-Fizz soda with spider egg sac fizz also. Really hard to see many of these. But it is so awesome to both share Bling Blink and the Bling Back Spider today. These are the two that highlight the gold of the monster in the gold. It's very purple, so this must be the High Viper. How does High Viper associate with gold and treasure? The High Viper, also a very nice character piece, little mini monster. Very similar to Loch Ness, Goldilocks in a way. With the 4-legged monster body, tail, and then tall head, only High Viper has some amazing snake arms. That really stands out, High Viper. I could see this one being a favorite of a lot of fans because this one is just overall pretty well put together. Both of these two Viper Hydro Nesses or whatever they are absolutely cool. Good paintwork with this one too, with the gold scaly work on the top of the head there and the top of the Viper arms. And I think there was another red treasure in there. What is this? I think this is the one I kind of wanted to see. It's really hard to tell. It's fish in bits. So it's the back end of the fish. There's its fin on the back. And then the front of the fish is basically cut off. And then you've got a whole bunch of disgusting fish guts sticking out of it. Really hard to see. Maybe a little bit better from this angle. But this is one of the ones I've been kind of really curious to see up close as best as we can. So High Viper, really impressive. Really, all of the monsters are impressive with this series. There has not been one that I have not liked, except for maybe Unstanding Goldator back there. Well, what's left inside our box here? 1, 2, 3. Another good pull for the day. This one looks different. I'm seeing green. I'm seeing snakes. I'm thinking this is the Medusa one. And another red treasure. Wow, each one seems to be one-upping the previous one. I had no idea how cool gold scale would look like built. This one has to have the most impressive headpiece. Look at the detail, the reach of the snake hair, the golden scaly snake cobra helmet thing. There's even snakes coming out the back end. This one is absolutely incredibly designed on that head feature. The rest of the body's looking good too, with a golden armored chest plate, a snake rattling down her arm or its arm, and then kind of a coiled cobra base with a nice rock solid punching glove. This one is super impressive. It doesn't look so on the guide, but in hand it is awesome. The team was really on their A game when they designed these. What do we have for our treasure? This is a glow-in-the-dark tombstone of doom. I like how there's a little egg sac in each one of the skull eyes on this little tombstone. Almost looks like a bar of soap. Impressed all around with gold scale. Well, my choice of shelf display boxes is certainly on fire today. Is that Blade? Is that the vampire? It looks like it. Really needs to suck more blood as it's been skelefied. And the collection continues to one-up itself with the vampire character. Kind of a nice, shiny, glossy coat with this one. Stake out. Really nicely done with the shiny plastic. Even the hairpiece, the golden shoes, holding onto a stake. Why would a vampire hold onto his own stake? That would be odd. But another impressive painted figure nonetheless. The sunglasses really make it look cool. A very well balanced mini monster. And another treasure. This should be vampire juice. Feels like all the treasures are pretty specific to the characters. We've been finding a new one each time. Vampire juice, it's a little box of blood, or a packet of blood, I suppose. X blood, to fill up our vampire with. So that is an impressive find. I always like the vampire stuff too. You gotta have a vampire included with monsters. That leaves us with our final mini casket. Our final mini casket. They go through so fast. And I think we've got the full collection. I think we've found the spider character. I really did well with that shelf box pull. Kind of a funny story with the shelf box. I went over, found one full at Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger-owned store here, Northwest USA. And I picked out about 6 of them from the box. Because I don't really like to be the guy to just clear out a shelf. I always try to make sure that I'm leaving stuff on shelf for everybody. And so I picked up those 6. And then I went home and I thought, you know, I really would like a couple more. So I waited a few days. I think I waited about 4 or 5 days. Went back. The same shelf box was still there. It's kind of a quiet toy aisle. Not very busy. So I just picked up the other half there. Got a little greedy that time. The last time I tried something like that, I believe it was with the Mini Dino Gold series, and I found repeats doing it that way. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Whether or not you will pull a full collection from a shelf display that's been untouched, it can really happen. And there we have Bling Spin! Many of these have just this terrific shiny paint scheme going. Bling Spin's suit, funny that the spider has this like athletic warm-up gear suit in a shiny, almost metallic blue with gold striping. Also props to the head. Look at the sunglasses. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 shade zones for the spider's 4 eyes. Although some spiders have 8, right? Pretty creepy. Probably the most connected mini monster to all of this great webbing we now have. We have articulated arms with little webbing fist balls. And then a secondary lower set of arms, but those are tightly molded in, and then we have the 4 legs on the bottom here. Pretty creepy. I know a lot of people probably won't be too excited about this spider. I'm liking it, and look at this, our final treasure. It's in red. This has got to be a zombie fly. And right now it looks more like a zombie rabbit than a zombie fly. I suppose from this angle you can see the fly body better in the wings. I kind of like the zombie rabbit though. And then with 12 mini caskets opened, look at all this disgusting egg sac web we have. This is a massive ball of yuck. Oh, it is so stretchy when it combines all together. All these little gross, disgusting little styrofoam balls. Very sticky, but so much better in a big clump than small clumps. That is fun. I can't believe all of this is here. How am I gonna sustain this? I gotta find like a bag and double seal it for a while. And there we go with the Treasure X Monster Gold Mini Monster Collection. We collected them all. I can't believe we found them all. That is really tricky to do. There they all are, plus real gold dipped treasure. Unbelievable. Well, if you liked today's video, please give us a squake, a squirrel eye, and a squament. Let us know your favorite Treasure X Gold mini monster of today. Thanks for watching, and that's what I have to say about that.